Now let us make a small calculation for a person who's going to live for 60 years. How many hours do we sleep every day? 8 hours, average. So 8 hours out of 24 hours, that is 1/3, right? So 1/3 of 60 years, how much? 20 years sleeping. Right? What remained? 40 years. How many years out of the 40 you were a child before reaching the age of puberty? 15 years. Right or not? So 20 plus 15, 35. How many years remained? 25 years. Out of 60, right? How many years for eating and drinking? Give me a figure. Out of the 25. Let's say 5 years. How many remained out of 60 years? 20 years. How many years for visiting friends, chatting? Huh? 5 years? Good. How many years remained out of 60? 15 years. How many years for work? Come. 10 years? How many years remained? I don't want you to laugh, brothers and sisters. I want you to cry. This, if we are going to live for 60 years, if we are going to live for 60 years, we have left only with 5 years. Are these 5 years dedicated for the ibadah? For worshipping Allah? Brothers and sisters, Allah created us to worship Him. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. That I have created jinn and mankind only to worship me. Life has gone wasted. Many of us are very close to their graves, and they are still intoxicated by the love of the dunya. So tell me, brother and sister, when will you wake up? Five years out of 60 years. So what can we do? Is there a way where I can add the 20 years to my balance? Can I turn the 20 years of sleep as years of doing good deeds? There is a possibility, brothers and sisters. If you sleep with the intention that you sleep to regain strength to worship Him, while you are asleep, the angels are writing for you. So that can be added a credit for you. If you sleep every night according to the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, so while you are asleep, all the 8 hours are added to your credit. to your balance. Can I add the 5 years of eating to my balance? Yes. If you eat and your intention that you eat to gain strength to worship Him, and you eat and you say Bismillah, and when you finish you say Alhamdulillah, that also can be considered as ibadah. Are you following me, brothers and sisters? The years we spend with our families, if we have intention that I am visiting my relatives because they are my womb, they would be added to my balance and get good Hasanaat, good deeds. So every single thing I do, I can make it ibadah. If there is intention, if there is niyyah. The Prophet ﷺ, he said to the Sahaba said, he said, when you put the food, morsel of food in the mouth of your wife, you will get Hasanaat for that. Can you imagine? You are eating with your wife, then you say, you are feeding her. You get Hasanaat for that. Not only that, the Prophet ﷺ said, even when you satisfy your biological needs, you will get Hasanaat. And the Sahaba said, how come? We satisfy our biological needs and we get Hasanaat on top of that? He said, yes, this is the beauty of Islam. So everything you do can be made or converted into ibadah. Because the concept of ibadah, unfortunately, many Muslims, they have made it very narrow. And they forgot that Allah said, قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ لَا شَرِيكَ لَهُ وَبِذَلِكَ أُمِرْتُ وَأَنَا أَوَّلُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Say, my life, my dying is for Allah Azza wa Jal. My prayers, my rituals are all for Allah. Allah created us for the ibadah. So do you think Allah created us for the 5 prayers? How much time do the 5 prayers take? 5 prayers, how much time? 1 hour? Allah created you to worship Him only for 1 hour? How about the 23 hours? Whom do you worship? So the concept or the scope of ibadah is so broad. It governs and it covers every aspect of your life. If you remember last night we mentioned that Islam is a code of life. Islam, from the moment you open your eyes till you go back to sleep, Islam is with you, teaching you what to do. So all the deeds we do, we can make them ibadah, if there is motivated by noble intention. So 20 years now, I can have them in my balance. The 5 years. All my lifespan, I can make it for worshipping Allah Subhaan Wataala. By just having noble intention and live according to Islam. Otherwise, from the what calculation we made, we have only 5 years, and maybe these 5 years also they are not completely for ibadah.